Guys, welcome to my first video vlog. I am painting a moon goddess. I call her Miss Universe. I thought it would be like a good exercise to practice painting skin tones, because that's something that I do need to practice with. Like, I can paint skin tones, but it's still flat. Like, I don't know how to make the skin come alive. And I have no idea why I left the nose out. I don't know. I thought it would help me, but it winded up hurting me in the end. I use this brown, and that's when I realized it was a mistake. But you can't control Z like you could do with digital art. So you just keep on painting layer over layer. I tried to take that same brown and like use it as a shadow for her, but it's way too dark. It was way too dark for what I wanted to do. I wanted her to have like this nude lip color, and that was perfect. It turned out perfectly exactly how I imagined it. But that nose, the nose was just the death of me. So I wanted to go to the highlight, and the highlight was way too light. Like, the shadow was way too dark. The highlight was way too light. So I'm like, okay, let me just start over. Pretty much when I paint, I just keep painting. I just go with the flow, and I just put my headphones in, and I listen to a bunch of Kings of Leon and just paint my life away. So I wanted her eyes to be like this aqua color, kind of resembling, like kind of glowy, but not like a scary glow, but you know, still glowy. I added this blue on her eyes, and I'm like, I just messed it up. Her hair, I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea what I was doing with her hair, because I wanted it to be like flowing in the wind, how I imagined it in my head, but it didn't come out right. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's just go with the flow. Just keep painting, and you will get there if you just keep painting. I added the black because sometimes when you add black, it just makes the whole painting come together. Yeah, not in this case. It just looked worse and worse, and I'm like, no. And I'm just, at this point, I'm like, I have no idea what I want to do with the hair. I have no idea. So I'm like, okay, let me just go to the old school way of how to paint hair. Like back in art school, learning from one of my friends how to draw hair like this. Like, you do like these big blobs, and then you shade from one end and then the other, and then it adds like this shine, and it all comes together in the end. But I didn't want my painting to look mediocre like that. I thought it would look great if I just finished it, which it did. It really did. But I already added those weird strands that were like out of place. So yeah, it just didn't work out. I'm just still trying to fix the skin and move my cats out the way. So I'm just like, okay, I can't get, this painting is not going how I wanted it to. It's just not working out for me. I think I painted like 38 million layers on top of her skin, just trying to get it right. I would like mess up, and I'm like, I gotta paint the whole face over again. I gotta start over. So I like painted over her nose, thinking that, you know, if I paint it again, it would turn out right eventually. I guess like with painting, you gotta keep painting. You just gotta keep painting and don't give up. Just keep painting and it will turn out the way you plan eventually. So I wanted her, since she was like Miss Universe, I wanted her hair to be like a nebula looking, like galaxy, space, nebula looking type of hair. And I'm just like, okay, let me just dab some color in the colors of the nebula. And it wasn't working out as planned, so then I just turned into like abstract hair. And I'm like, I kind of like this look, so then let me just cover up everything else with black and just have her like literally the center of the universe. My arm was killing me after dabbing all of that. Oh my gosh. So after it all dried and I got to see, you know, how her face looked dried with all the layers, it didn't look that bad, but it still wasn't to my liking. So I tried to fix it and I'm just like, I just messed it up again. So then I had to fix it. It was just fine. Yeah, I tend to do that to my paintings. I just got upset and I'm just like, okay, let me just move on to the crown. This just made me mad. Waited for her face to dry until I went back and I guess messed it up some more. But I'm like, okay, I didn't add the finishing touches, so let me just add the finishing touches. Let me add a little bit of highlight here and there, how I learned in some of the makeup videos. And let me just add the black. Just add the black. But then her eyes were throwing it off. So then I added purple to her eyes. And that's when everything all came together. This is for a gallery. But I don't know if I want to give it to the gallery anymore. It's like I'm starting to fall in love with it. I might just like repaint this painting on a canvas, and then I could keep it for myself. The canvas, that is. So for the stars, I couldn't find my toothbrush. So then I had to like take a flat paintbrush and just go to town. And it worked. And there she is, Miss Universe. Thank you guys for watching.